What's up, LC heads? So we have Blade Master Beyland. Shift form, baby. Yes, I'm actually excited. I'm actually psyched about this. I was just talking about Beyland the other day. Why? Because he's one of our best counter characters, and I've been talking about counter. And somebody brought up the fact that this guy counters so well when I was talking about, she whose name I shall not speak of because her counter game is so goddamn whack right now, even though she's a brand new collab character. Yeah, it was pointed out to me like, yo, you want to check out a cool, counter character? Why don't you run Beyland in here? And the funny thing is, I don't really think about Beyland as a counter character. I completely forgot because, after Beyland came out, I switched accounts and I was too busy working on other heroes to rebuild him, right? But I started thinking, I was like, what exactly is he and I was like, oh, that's right. I remember. Beyland has a chance to counter with his S1. Yeah. So instantly I thought about that. I was like, holy shit, you're right. That is better. That is better. And yeah, that S1 of his throws people across the map. It does good damage to them. It disrupts them. Like, not only is it going to do damage to them, it's going to mess them up. It's going to interrupt whatever the hell they're doing. Okay? Normal counter doesn't really do that. The other cool thing about, original Beyland, half of his skill kit, half of his tree is not counter abilities or abilities that counter, that proc off of counter. Right? So he doesn't have that much locked up behind it. And when it does proc, I mean, it's rare. When it does proc, though, he's going to get to throw a free S1. Matter of fact, not too long ago, I was in arena, and it was actually a close match, and I went to go kill Beyland, and he actually procced his S1 with a counter, and he hit multiple people, and he ended up killing somebody in the back, and I lost because of that. It was a close match. I was going in for the kill, and if he hadn't got that one retaliation in, I would have ran away with that fight. So I was reminded of it a while ago. So very cool. Can't wait to see what they do with him. Now, this counter thing of his is just like an extra that he does. He's not really built around counter, but, if it's something that's only going to proc once every 10 or 20 hits, why not give him an S1 to throw for free as a counter instead of just the lame-ass counter animation? Because specifically, we're talking about Violet, and it did say she would do more damage against bosses. I was really kind of hoping that her counter to bosses would actually be something a little bit better, something a little more fancy than just the standard counter animation. But I guess there's nothing special about it. It's just the damage is better against a boss. Truth be told, I would still much rather just have Beyland's S1 as a retaliate. It does damage. It reaches across the whole damn screen pretty much. And it throws people up in the air. So, and again, yeah, we don't even really need to get into it, but I don't think Beyland has as much stuff that's locked behind counter. He just gets a chance to throw his S1 with it, which is cool because then they fit a bunch of other stuff into his tree. So the reason I'm excited is because, well, we don't know how they're going to build him now, but I expect some pretty awesome stuff because those are some big shoes to fill. Let me also remind you folks that Beyland has the ability to have an infinity kit. Yeah, let's get him up on the screen here. It is possible to charge his kit so fast that he just never runs out of abilities to throw. Now, obviously, you have to build him specifically for this, right? And I'm sure you're going to sacrifice some things. Like, he might not have the highest attack if he's doing that, right? But You're going to be able to throw abilities just nonstop, as fast as you can tap them. You can throw them over and over again, and if you can get into a fight where you can actually crowd control with his S1, even if you're not capping out on tons and tons of damage, if you can just keep throwing that S1 over and over again, and he just juggles people in the air, you will win through repetition of your skills instead of a shit ton of damage that you're dropping. So it's cool. Very cool character. Can't wait to see what they do with him. Now, I'm assuming he'll be kind of like the same thing, a physical damage, AoE, swords all over the place, hopefully non-elemental. We will have to see, but I am actually excited about this guy. I can't wait to see what they do with him. And let's not kid ourselves, the arc looks pretty damn cool. We got some kind of giant worm, some kind of giant dragon, right? And then they're just talking about how they're going to open like some battleground things, some training things. We have a sticker, have patience, child. Guys, let me know what you think about the little thumbnail here where you see Beyland. Does he just have one eye open, or is that like a dead eye? I don't know. Any true master swordsman should have some sort of scar in the eye area, or just a completely dead eye that their master gave them 50 years ago when he was learning whatever secret ninja technique was being taught to him as a sword master. So I don't know, but it does look like he just has like one dead eye open. I don't know. Maybe he's about to go Super Saiyan. Who knows? Who knows? But I can't wait to see. I hope they give him the same reach in his kit. I really do enjoy that. He has just one of the best S1s to throw, I think. If anybody's ever seen Bastard, the scene where Dark Schneider fights Ninja Master Gaara, and Gaara pulls out this sword, because Dark Schneider has like the Ifrit sword, but Ninja Master Gaara pulls out this sword, and he's like, check out my blade, I can cut you from across the room with it. So all he has to do is poke his sword, and the sword will stab somebody like, I don't know, 50 feet away from him. And that is kind of like what Beyland does. When he drops his S1, it's like an energy wave that goes all the way across the screen. It whips people around and it throws them around. So I really hope they keep a lot of that. I hope they keep his reach. And I wouldn't mind if he still had that retaliate thing. That would be dope AF, right? So we will have to see. Hopefully we can pull this guy. Last Cloudia owes us one. we should have some kind of pity primed already, damn it. So we'll have to see. Maybe this time we'll actually get the arc. But honestly, with these banners, I actually just kind of hope that I get the hero first, and then I can pull the arc whenever. He is a limited hero from the Descendants of Heroes Festival, whatever, so don't listen to that. He's not really limited. The only really limited things in Last Cloudia are collabs, and, well, UR arcs, even though they still technically bring them back around. So heroes of the Descendant of Heroes are not truly limited. You can have access to this banner. It's going to come back. It'll have a new hero on it, and you'll still have a chance to pull Beyland off of it, the new shift form of Beyland. So that's cool. I was wondering who they were going to do first. I'm actually surprised that Davin's not up yet. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. Like, man, Davin should have been up before Beyland, right? Because Beyland's base form can at least hold out a little bit. Davin's base form is fucked. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. Like, and Davin was a favorite character of mine a long time ago. I just like the axe play that he has. I like how he slams that fucking thing down, all the damage around him, the AoE. I just thought he had a cool kit, and he was useful for arena because he automatically takes one of your opponents out of the fight. For those of you that aren't familiar with Davin, if you take him into arena, one of your enemies will start the battle stunned automatically, or fainted, or whatever it is. So then you only have to fight 3 people off. You know, so that's a pretty awesome advantage in Arena for Davin. And like I said, I really would have thought Davin would have got a shift form before Beyland. But hey, it is what it is. I think now that they are working on Beyland, Davin should be in the lineup sometime soon. Now, this is me just guessing. It is what it is. So, yeah, let me know if I missed anything or forgot anything, or if you think there's something awesome about Beyland that I haven't covered. But seriously, guys, I am pretty effing hyped about this. So give me a good reason to peel my ass away from Diablo for a little bit and get back in here, and maybe I'll be more excited about building this character and seeing what he can do. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Later, everybody.